Their game plan was to take Mike out of the ball game. You could see it was very obvious. They were running a lot of man coverage and bringing safety help wherever he was at. And so other guys had to step up, and we found a way.
We will have Victory Monday.
Hey, boys, really proud of the effort tonight. Way to fight, boys. Let's keep it rolling. Bucs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are currently first place in the NFC South due to their impressive win over the Atlanta Falcons. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers win 29-25. And how do I want to do this? Weird game for Baker. Weird game. He definitely looked more as if an actual game manager, a real life game manager. And that's what he is. That's who he's not a superhero. Okay, this isn't Oklahoma. This is not college. The Heisman hopeful is retired. Usually, he's just supposed to be a glorified magician with game management. There was a lot of things within this game that I saw that I liked, and I just don't think this was his game to be the superhero. I love what Rachaad White has become. 25 carries. I didn't think Rachaad White would be a 25 carry kind of guy. And I don't know. I mean, let's have this conversation. Is he a 25 carry guy because Baker Mayfield's quarterback? I have to think about this objectively in the sense of, okay, I'm a huge Baker fan. I'm a huge OU fan. Baker's probably, he had some, really good games with this Bucs team. He's gone places. I don't want to write off Baker as of right now because it looks as if Rachaad White can get his 25 carries and 100 yards and get the yardage the way he gets the yardage, he's peculiar. Rachaad White is peculiar because I promise you, no matter what anyone says, the way a football player looks like aesthetically, it brings a aura to the team. Rachaad White himself feels it. He feels himself. And another beautiful thing that he wants to encapsulate, 2 receptions for 33 yards and that 31-yard screen touchdown. I love so many things about Rachaad White. I need to do my top running backs list. Be on the lookout for that in the offseason, as well as we are starting draft talks for this channel, so be on the lookout for that. This Bucs team had some weird things happen. Mike Evans, let's start off there. Whether the Falcons were just on their A game or whatnot, this just wasn't a great game for Mike Evans. This wasn't a normal game for Mike Evans. This was beginning of the season. Mike Evans, Mike did not have a fantastic way to start the season. There were a lot of drops. There were a lot of weird drops. There weren't just drops. There were weird drops. Embarrassing drops, if I can go that far. And, Mike Evans has a game where he could have caught some of the ones that he dropped, but the 6 targets, 1 reception for 8 yards, not great, not beautiful. Cade Otton, though, made some impressive plays. And the touchdown at the very end of the game, I think that was great. The no gloves thing, I love it. And he just makes it look cool. Usually, I'm automatically off that guy. Like, that's just an annoying thing about me. If I see you don't wear gloves, like, I'm off you. But the way he does it, like Dallas Clark, I really love it. And then let's get into the meat and potatoes. Chris Godwin, great game, 5 receptions, 53 yards. It just looked like he had to be the X factor a little bit. Because Mike Evans wasn't getting it going, nothing like that. Just being able to have Chris Godwin do everything that he did do, that had to have been the main reason that you guys won the game. Now, defensively, there were a lot of woes. And this isn't a normal thing, but there were a lot of woes. In the beginning of the game, in the first quarter, Mr. Diaby, I'm calling you out. You were so close to getting that fumble recovery on the sideline. You guys remember that? And then there was just like this weird play where you just clamped on really tight and the ball goes out of bounds. I hate that for you. The pick by Carlton Davis was so sexy. It was calculated. If you look at things, there is a motion to his side and he says, screw that. I understand this. I've seen this before. I'm going to jump this BS. And unfortunately, he clips the offensive player that actually caused him to be counted as down. But what a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal play. Offensively, another thing that you guys did that actually pissed me off was, and it was to Rachaad White, and so I shouldn't be pissed, but I have to be. there was a 4th-and-1 conversion. I believe it was in the second quarter that you guys were going for. It was around the 40 to 50 yard mark, so you could have that remembrance. A toss play on 4th-and-1 against a good Atlanta Falcons defense. That is way off base. That is no toss plays on 4th downs. I say this all the time in all of my videos. My team does this too. I don't understand the brain cells it takes to go east to west under the center on a 4th-and-1 conversion. I don't get it. I don't like it. And I believe that Rachaad White is definitely capable of going straight forward. Or you guys want to take this to Baker's house? Let's go in a shotgun, even on 4th-and-1. We could do a zone read. We can have fun. Why are things so cluttered up if you're not going forward? Or having a play action where it shows we can run a deuce, or it shows we can run something straight up the middle between the tackles, and maybe we do a little play action. I don't know. I just hate the toss play on 4th-and-1. Antoine Winfield with the amazing sack, fumble, safety deal that he orchestrated. Not only did he get around number 40 for the Falcons, I guess it's their fullback, absolutely embarrassing him, but to close everything down and get the ball out and secure that safety with Desmond Ridder because it looked like he was about to get rid of it. Another two dropped interceptions, one by KJ Britt. That pissed me off because he played everything beautifully. Desmond Ridder was trying to look him off, and he was like, I'm not going where your eyes are going because you're an objectively not so great quarterback. I know that you're trying to look me off, so I'm just going to go where the actual player is. He cuts off the route, and linebackers can't catch, so he unfortunately has a dropped interception there. And then Mr. McCollum, the other corner outside of Mr. Carlton Davis III, would have had a sexy interception. A couple of them, but mostly the one I'm talking about was that deep pass. I can't remember to which Falcons players it was, but it would have been a difficult interception, but it would have been an interception nonetheless. All I have to say is this: defensively within the secondary, you guys did get beat down a little bit. Desmond Ridder is not a guy that you guys could and should be giving up 340 yards to. And then Drake London, this is probably his best game ever with 10 receptions, 172 yards, and mossing. We got to be fair, guys. Mossing Antoine Winfield Jr. Antoine Winfield Jr., who was only 5'9", who at that point in time, we have to sit and understand his brilliance and his greatness. And then Carlton Davis Jr., who's like 5'11", probably, maybe 6 foot. So, Drake London had his day. I really hope the secondary can really bottle up those emotions, understand, hey, we got to get better in a few areas. We got to play these bigger receivers a little bit better. And then the meat and potatoes, I guess I want to talk about. Joe Tryon. Desmond Ridder turned the corner on you, buddy. Turned the corner on you to get into the end zone on that 8-9 yard rushing touchdown that he had. People in the comments, y'all have told me a few times your thoughts on Joe Tryon. It's good and it's bad. I need the breakdown again on Joe Tryon. How are you guys feeling about his growth or where he's going to be next year and the year after that? I'm pretty sure that's when contract conversations are going to be had. What are your thoughts with Joe Tryon? Desmond Ridder turned the corner on buddy. That means at some point in time they were parallel. Joe Tryon was really trying his best to get to Desmond Ridder, and Desmond Ridder at some point took it to another gear and was able to turn I didn't think Desmond Ridder was like that, and I didn't think Joe Tryon would allow that. But with all that being said, you guys are currently 6-7. Congratulations. And as I also said, you are leading the NFC South. But hold on. Wait, there's more. The way you will have to end your season is going to Lambeau Field. So you're going to play the Green Bay Packers, and then you're going to be at home to play against the weirdly overrated Jacksonville Jaguars, and then you're going to beat the brakes off the Saints and beat the crap out of the Panthers, and we end things out that way. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.